Hello everybody, welcome back to TCR. We're here with the Platinum class, and my name is JB, and I'll be taking you through tonight's proceedings. It's Thursday night. The Platinum class are all back on track after a week, after a week since the TCR Grand Prix, which really was a success. And if you can't tell, I'm sick, so yeah, this can only go well. Joining me tonight, my usual partner in crime, he's done scratching his back and licking his paws. He's got the standings for us. Hello, Kitten, how are you?
I'm doing perfect here in my mom's basement. Nice to join you, JB. Looking forward to the race today. Wide open circuit, about as polar of an opposite of the circuit that we can get from last week in Monaco.
Most definitely. So, as we just wait for Kitten to launch into the championship standings, we've got 5 minutes after qualifying. So, Kitten, who's still in the lead?
Well, it's Seafree still. He's got a commanding lead. He's on 118, but with his DNF from last week, Bad Fast ZX has closed the gap a bit. He's at 92. Breezy has 84. Xander is at 76. Double A's at 64, but he is not racing tonight. Iroll is at 63. Lopez at 55. Sequit up to 53 after just one race with the double points in Monaco. B Goods on 48, and Go-To Guy is tied with DTR for 10th on 40 points. Yeah, I gotta say, we do have a new guy who is trying to shake up the old establishment, Doug Falcons. He's from a small town in your neck of the woods, JB. I believe it was called London, I think he said. Never heard of it. But yeah, he's very fast. He's shaking off the ABS, but I think he actually might have surprised himself with just how well that first out lap was. 104.327, nearly 2 tenths clear of professional.
Okay, B. Hello, B. We'll see you. We'll see you in half an hour. We'll always answer. We always do. But yes, hello everyone. Yeah, Dougie. So he's an Englishman. I don't know much about this. He's currently, well, he's doing what all Englishmen should do in a Red Bull. He's currently up in P1 ahead of his teammates. So currently it's a Red Bull 1-2 lockout here in the last dying moments of qualifying in Austria. And this track, as you said, complete polar opposite to Monaco. It's a short track, 9 corners, was 8 before the FIA immediately made 1 corner appear out of nowhere. No idea how they did that. But yeah, it's... at some point, do you reckon in the future of Formula 1 we'll head to a track like Austria, where we get to it, and the lap time is sub-minute? I mean, can you imagine that?
I think, depending on what the regs are in 2021, I think it's definitely possible around here. I mean, you see guys, I think in real life, not sure what the actual pole time was this year. I believe it was in the 103s, high 103s.
Very close to the 103 sector. Whoa, be good. Flirting with the grass. There's a big fly in my room.
Don't you love it?
Oh, I hate it. I've got my windows open.
Ooh, Iroll improves. Nice job, Iroll. Up to P2. See if he's gonna start another train here in Austria this week.
Yeah, full Truly train. That was a proper Truly train. That was.
It was a proper Truly train. Truly would be. He would be proud.
He truly would be. That, yeah. That's the silence that accompanies that pun. Well, Jermaine's out. Jermaine crashing on the start finish straight. I'll watch it on the. Yeah, he did it himself. So, ooh. I wonder what the stewards are going to think of that.
I have a feeling they're not going to be too impressed.
No. So Jermaine, now the Swedish driver in P18 is well, he's not going any further, is he?
No, he Giovinazzi'd that one.
I think Giovinazzi, but see, he did it on a straight, just cocked it to the right, so he vesseled it.
Who is it? I think Maldonado almost did that one time at Austria.
Maldonado did a lot of things that you meant like to do. Whoa, Hot Bread! The Ferrari team are feeling very controversial tonight because Hot Bread just cut the entire pit lane. That's the one thing I keep telling drivers: don't try and do things that you're not meant to do, because I will find it on stream. I have this unnatural knowledge you have to cut on board with someone and they're doing something they really shouldn't be doing.
It's a skill. It's a skill.
Yeah, it's a skill that gets me punched. Speaking of getting punched right now, Talon is punching a hole in the air for his teammate. So at the first part of qualifying, we were theorising that C3s was trying to get Talon back up the order by giving him a tow in qualifying. They've swapped now, and Talon is the man doing the towing. Cross the line, and that's why. Oh. That really is why. But Dougie's not going to let that sit down. He's close to toppling that, hopefully, as he comes towards the final couple of corners. DRS opening now on the straight, running towards the line. It's not quick enough. Oh.
It's like Secret's backed out of his lap. Psycho's not on a hot lap. Go to... I'm not sure if it's a cooldown. No, it's a cooldown.
What about GTR?
GT? Here's the last one, I believe. See if you can get a top percentage.
So, Sports Fan has actually jumped in here and given us a nice bit of stats, saying that pole time for Charles Leclerc in Austria this season was a 1:03.003.
Oof. Yeah.
So, C3, you're still being beaten by someone.
Yeah. Oh, God, that is very fast.
Yeah, can you imagine? I can't imagine focusing solely on something for 1 minute and 3 seconds, right? And then be able to do it again straight afterwards, and again, and again. But by 7,000th of a second, C3 is on pole ahead of the Englishman Dougie in P2. Secret is in P3 and Iroll is in P4. Badfast is in P5 and Joe Breeze is in P6. Zandamar is in P7, Talon is in P8, and Psycho Sam is in P9. Special is in the top 10, but only in 10th. Outside of the points and with free tyre choice, Lopez is in P11 and Go To Guy is in P12. Be Good Fever is in P13. Lion is in P14. Jones having a quiet qualifying session in P15. Fatal is in P16. Hotbread is in P17, and Germain is in P18.
I'm gonna keep my eye on those guys outside of the top 10. This is one of the tracks where a reverse strategy can really come around to help you.
Well, safety cars are a big possibility here, especially with that really difficult turn 1.
You know, I honestly still have not seen a safety car in this game, though. So I'm not going to hold my breath.
I've seen 2.
Really?
2 in one race.
You could have had about 3 in Monaco.
Yeah, but we weren't given a big red button
on
to
mediums
press.
And going to softs. Starting on mediums and going to softs can, good points if you're starting back outside of the top 10.
Well, nonetheless, this will be an interesting race. It's a pretty short race though, in distance as well as quarters. So it could be interesting to see how people handle this much quicker lap versus Monaco, where you had to be focused 110% every corner, every time. Versus this one, you can sort of relax a little bit more. This is the perfect one. Bob saying typical? Ooh, what's typical? Mr. McIntosh. Who possibly loading time.
Is that Bill Gates?
No, apparently it's Bob McIntosh in the YouTube chat.
Wow.
As I'm drinking from a Mr. Grumpy mug tonight. I've got the Mr. Grumpy mug out today because I'm feeling a bit unwell.
There you go. That'll make everything feel better.
Mm-hmm. Nice coffee too. Okay, so on to the formation lap here in Austria. So C3's on pole position as always. The top 11 going for the soft compound strategy ahead of a couple of drivers going for the medium. So yeah, the alternate strategy could work. That is the answer. And the new boy starting in second place. Is he going to have a Verstappen race? He's gone straight to Red Bull, hasn't he?
Yeah, he skipped the junior team. He's throwing his hat in the mix for.
I think the junior team are the old boys, though, aren't they?
That is true. The junior team is currently leading the constructors comfortably.
Not to take it away though, because Secret is in P3, so P3, the guy who won the big TCR Grand Prix. I mean, that's going to give some confidence going into the racing, isn't it?
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised at the P3. Didn't really see that coming. Thought he might assimilate a little bit further down the grid, maybe closer to 10th. But yeah, another strong qualifying performance from him. It'll be interesting first lap for sure with Iroh starting next to him and ZX, who I haven't seen practice a whole lot this week. This is one of his better tracks. And we're focusing on NASCAR Heat 4. But nonetheless, there he is in P5.
It's all right. I've been driving LMP1 cars all week, and I jumped in a Formula One car, so that's been more fun. But yeah, luckily this track is predominantly turning right, so all he has to do is flip his controls a little bit.
Yeah, invert the joystick.
He'll be fine. So, who are you going to be looking at the start? You said around the P11 mark. You going to be looking at Lopez?
Yeah, I'll give Lopez.
And I will be taking you through the lights out position as always. So C3's on pole. What can he do after a week of repairing that Toro Rosso? The lights are on now. It's 2-5. Red lights. The lights are out. It's a good start from Dougie in P2. Initially getting a better start from C3's. And in the second phases, much better. But Sequit is batting his rear end. They're getting tight together. And Dougie's actually challenged him into T3. Where is he? He's still running around. Who's got the faster straight line speed? Bad Fast has been jumped by Joe Breezy as they head into the hairpin for the first time. Secret running outside. C3's making a mistake. Dougie is our race leader now after C3's making a major mistake. He's going to drop back through the field. He's gone and Jamie Chadwick it. Oh, that's a reference I don't think anyone will get. All right,
Iroh gonna get Sequid right here, side by side, into the double left-hander. No, he's not. On the outside. On the start, I was watching the back a little bit. GT, I think, may have some wing damage. He got hit by a Ferrari.
Jermaine's in trouble. Speaking of Ferrari, he's had a half spin. Yeah, but overall, GTR to pit lane.
Yeah, you can see that left end plate is clearly missing there.
So the Englishman leads, as you see Lopez fighting with talent now, trying to get past the Toro Rosso up on the rundown up to turn 3. And oh my god, there looks a million cars running up to turn 3, isn't there? The Toro Rosso is trying to challenge back through, and 3 wide into the hairpin.
3 wide. Wow.
I wonder if it's lagging. He's
probably not going to be too thrilled about that. Yeah, you just saw a gap and went for it.
And Lopez doing something similar. If he can get in there, he's running up on the cross. Dominican, he's trying to get through, but he can't get past the Toro Rosso. And Talon's doing exactly what Iroh did in Monaco, getting right in the way of everyone else. So, Dougie leads ahead of C3's in P2 and Secret in P3. I mean, that was a monumental mistake from Chris in P1. It's from Chris, who lost the pole.
Well, he is going to go setting that fast lap. See, I mean, I'm not sure how Dougie's 50% pace is. I know it's 5-lap pace is 1-lap pace and 5-lap pace are pretty, how do you say, elite. Quite possibly better than Freeze's.
The professional trying is Sander.
Xenomart. Oh, he's facing the wrong direction.
Gotta get back around or he's gonna get disqualified. He is.
No, it's Breezy. Something happened to Breezy.
I think Breezy tapped him and he pulled off the road to let him back through.
Oh, he did. Oh no, Breezy. Oh, Breezy was a dark horse here tonight.
Yeah.
But,
again, this new generation of Formula One car not suiting the Season 7 Platinum Champion.
Yeah, he was looking for some points tonight, but it's going to be a uphill battle from P17. The only car behind him is GT.
It's not out of the question, in fairness. We do have 36 laps of racing.
That's true. That's true. I'll give you that. But I mean,
that and like 60% of this lap is DRS. Secret's in trouble though. Secret's round at turn 2.
Oh,
big damage on the TCR Grand Prix winner. Am I milking this enough to make it just like the Indy 500?
I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Oh no! And then he lobs one up the inside of professional.
He's got like no
hot bread. He's
no grip on that front end, does he?
No, that was some major damage right there to that left side.
Talon and Lopez are getting a little bit booky as well, as they're starting to touch each other a little bit harder as they come through the 60% track of DRS. Still side by side though, and the 21 car does dive in front of the Toro Rosso.
Yeah, and Secret cannot make this double left-hand corner. He just got passed by Hot Bread and Fatal. Looks like he's gonna have to pit. There's no way he can hold on to that. Tons of wing damage on that Williams.
So the Williams, he can't even make it to pit lane.
Yeah.
And
wow.
I tell you what,
this game's really realistic. That was a big drop in downforce.
Yeah, Xander is not gonna. Xander won't be pleased with that, will he?
Ooh, it looks like GT just spawned. Wow, things are going from bad to worse.
The Williams in the world. Lopez struggling as well as we look at Jones, who's trying to defend for the professional, who almost did a professionally bad job of tipping around. Lopez and Talon, though, still battling.
Yeah, this is like. They're just swapping spots, and I'll tell you what. I was talking about that medium to soft strategy. If these guys hold each other up and Gotu can slide by, Gotu's in a really good spot towards the latter half of this race.
Lyons pitted as well. Is that a new nose?
Yeah, he spun. He spun coming out of the.
The team aren't ready. The team weren't ready. Oh God. Lopez is round! Lopez is round to the pit entry!
Oh no!
Oh
that happened That happened a few times.
Was he helped around?
That's possible, but these guys, I mean, they trim out the rear wings so much.
Oh, Fatal's round 2! Fatal caught it.
So we got the Williams. We have the Williams spinning in tandem, and now we have the Haas spinning in tandem.
And they just sat there. This is purely down to the fact that they were told that they had Grosjean part of the team next year.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's. Oh no, and there goes Fatal again. It is. They are doing a salute to Grosjean's new 1-year contract.
Babfast is lagging horrendously, so I'm gonna have to stay a little bit further away from him. As much as I'd love to watch what moves he's got on, but I was helped around by Talon that time round.
Well, I'm not sure everyone's situation, but I know that happened at least twice in the Golden Race yesterday, in that same exact spot where the rear downforce just gives up, and you end up spinning towards that pit wall.
He's about to avoid it.
We'll have to get some clarification, but...
Oh, he's trying to pass Jermaine! He's like a man on a mission! And he's been tipped into the wall again! And that time, he definitely was helped around, I think, a little bit by Joe Breezy. I think Lopez got a little bit impatient this time round, like much like Double A last week in Monaco.
Yeah, I think he jumped that inside curb as well, because got a 3-second time penalty. He might have just gone flying right into Jermaine and wound up spinning around.
Yeah, this game, the cars are so easy to lose, as Jones locked up a little bit. I'll tell you what, one thing isn't to lose here is the deal with the TCR link that will be posted in the description for Fanatec. I mean, were you aware that I was going to break into a Fanatec plug there?
What a segue! That is a pro level segue right there.
Oh, Babfast has lagged out. You know what else isn't lagged out?
Let's see
Fanatec controllers.
I'm not sure. Yeah, he is. I guess his Wi-Fi is still recovering from the hurricane. As Seafreeze makes a move on Dougie for the lead up into turn 1.
Can I get my plug in? Come on, guys, just stop racing for 2 minutes while I try and get my plug in. So, you know what, we'll move the poker a bit, because they go side by side. The number 19 car trying to get past the 24.
These guys are very even on ERS. This might just be a DRS battle for the rest of the race, to be honest
Oh,
with you.
Dougie, that was a bit rude, but he's done it. Has he? No, he hasn't. And that is all fair in love and war, as Belfast has rejoined us in P4.
He's lost about 2 seconds to.
Oh, damage on Talon's car! Big front wing flying away from the car.
Did he hit someone?
Yeah, I think he hit the back of Go-To guy.
Oof. Oof.
Oh, he's gonna have to pit. Yeah, look, he stays to the left. There's to the right even. I think he's gonna have to.
Oh, maybe
no.
not.
He decided not to. And look
at
this.
His thought process is if he can just hold on to it for a couple more laps, he'll be able to get the mediums comfortably home. Right now, you might struggle to take those mediums for 27 odd laps.
Jones is doing a good job right now in P9.
Yeah, only 1 point this year.
I was going to say, you could be Jonesy for some points, couldn't he?
I talked to him last night, and it sounded like he was really jonesing for some points.
He's had some...
up on Psycho.
Go on.
He had some bad luck.
Yeah. He's had Talon level luck, hasn't he? Oh, almost running to the back of the racing point does the McLaren. But Jones, with the best looking helmet, I will still say that. Jones, oh, hold on. Badfast has rejoined, but he isn't back in his car yet.
Interesting. Yeah, that, he's still got the Hurricane Dorian internet going on, unfortunately for ZX. Hopefully he can get back in his car pretty soon. Because this, not going to bode well for his championship.
He's in! Yeah, he's clicked back in. But yes, I'm going to try and find, I'd say I'll try and find a gap to get the Fanatic thing. Oh, he's gone wide.
Oh, no. Yeah, he has.
I think he might have done, oh, that's the lag. There we go. Whoops, hello.
Yeah.
So side by side goes Talon and Psycho-san. Little bump there, and that has cost. Oh, Psycho-san's round after bumping Talon himself. That is the description.
What a job from everybody to miss. All three of those drivers to miss Psycho right there. All four of them.
I think, can I just say, that is the most perfect moment to have the Fernando Alonso karma meme come there. Because he did just tap Talon just a little bit under braking, and it just sent him round. Just too eager on the throttle. Oh god, it's been 10 laps, mate. How did that happen?
It flies by, especially when you got a battle for the lead, then you got...
Oh, Jones! Yeah. Sideways action on the McLaren as he almost span it round. Belfast has lagged out, and I think that's the last we'll see of him today. Oh, that sucks. He had some pace.
Ooh, freeze just a little bit too deep into turn 3. No. These Red Bulls and Toro Rossos are really giving me fits.
Oh, but this time he's round. Is he though? Doggie's gonna get the traction.
No, he's not. We got a drag race.
24, I think he's actually in a 54 car. It's Jonah, and he's finally through. Oh, he's not leaving him any room. Is looking to be the triple champion. Seafreeze. He's big bad and he doesn't care. It's actually 64. That's the number on the car. I can only apologise. I can't read numbers.
Great year. Great year.
Yeah, it was. Good wine. 69 was better. For the moon landing, get your mind up the gutter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. I was thinking Woodstock, but yeah.
Ah, see, Woodstock isn't a thing over here. Zendemar Pits. I want to get the plug in, but I'm too enthralled in the racing right now.
Yeah, you should have waited until things spread out a little bit to...
Well, I don't think it ever will spread out. We've seen how TCR is. They never really spread out. They just sort of stay very tightly knit together.
Now...
It does, you will.
So yeah, as I was saying earlier a few times, go-to guy with a tropical-looking helmet, I must say. I've never noticed that. It's very tropical. I can almost taste the pineapples.
Yeah,
Just
it's
looking at
very
him.
Hawaiian, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's the most Hawaiian guy in Ottawa. He's got he's got those mediums on. He's slowly closing in on
Oh,
Iroh
Jones in the
over the.
gravel! Jones in the
Oh
gravel!
no!
This time, his tyres gave up. They have done 11 laps, in fairness. Dougie pits, and the car does roll back on track behind his teammate, and he's got to stay a little bit closer to the curb, and he's no major instance. He tries to tear the tyres off. Oh, I couldn't even make it a pit lane. Oh no, the 45 car's tyres are so superheated. He's got to just slowly edge it into pit lane, and he's in now. It's okay. It's okay, kid.
Oh, wait.
Well, that's the thing. It's such a big risk at this track to have overheated tires, isn't it?
Yeah. Dougie's gonna come out into the fire, into the bakery oven of hot bread, but he's gonna come out on top. Looks like Fatal's gonna be his next target.
Did you know
4 seconds up the road
that Ferrari made a car that was built in? Oh, I don't know. It's a classic endurance or a classic GT car. I'll get a picture of it for you later, and it's called the Bread Van. Lovingly named the Bread Van. So whenever I see Hot Bread driving his Ferrari, I just think of that car. I'll get a picture of it. I'll post it in a bit.
Oh, it looks like ZX has lagged out once again. That's tough for the second. Currently second in the championship is Psycho's going to hit the pits. Oof,
Where's C3's though? I think C3's has been heavily jumped by Dougie with the undercut.
Yeah, that undercut. Those softs were going off as evidenced by Jones and you guys. Getting pretty loose. But he will have fresher mediums, but that might be the race for the win right there.
Well, the advantage is Dougie did not have to race, did he?
Not really.
He passed one car on that lap, and that was it. And he was immediately through. Here's Iroh, Mr. Quebec himself.
On his, believe his cousin, Hot Bread, the Quebecois, getting into it.
Whoa, look how close you get there. You got blue flags waving.
My heart aches for ZX here. Just dropping back.
Yeah. So side by side as Iroll, they might be cousins. They're not going to give each other any room though. And Mr. Iroll is going to try and get through. DRS is going to open as he gets to line up, heading into turn 1. Pinky on it. Does he make the move? He is through. Whoa, he's too deep. He's way too deep. Oh, Hot Bread
just about loses it under traction.
Too eager to be Sebastian Vettel there.
Yeah, celebrating 90 mistakes.
No, he's only 45.
Hey, he's still got half his career ahead of him, maybe. No, probably not.
No, because it's not like IndyCar. You can't drive when you're like 40 or 50 years old in that series because there's so many like 5-year-olds that are coming to the series and just kick you out. I'm cautioning you. You've still got a dumb in your mouth, yeah?
Kids these days.
Yeah.
Millennials.
Racing drivers.
Okay, things have spread out a bit. But go-to guy, I'm going to be interested in this old delta between him and Dougie Falcons.
Yeah, I think we'll blink and he'll go from 6 seconds to 5.
Well,
then again, I'm biased.
He's going to have probably somewhere about 11, 12, 13 laps on those softs. They're going to be going about a second faster. Maybe a little bit less, a little bit more, give or take. But, yeah, but I told you in the pre-race, JB, the medium to the soft is it's OP around here. Can really work out if you just throw in and keep it clean.
Fatal getting out of the way of the current championship leader, C3's. You know what? I'm going to take the risk and try to get the plug in now. So, did you know that TCR has a Fanatec affiliation, Kevin?
Well, I do now. Tell me more.
Well, TCR is linked up with Fanatec, so yes, Fanatec, those people who make the very fantastic, very shiny steering wheels, which I get along with very much. So, once the stream is uploaded and processed, this is terrible because I'm sick and I'm sat here trying to work out the speaker and my eyes are just going mental. I will personally be looking through it as well because I still haven't had a chance to look through it. I don't know if you have, Kitten. But when the link is posted in the chat, you can select that, and if you want to buy a Fanatec steering wheel, make sure that you use the TCR link and code, and we will get a little bit back. They're good. Fanatec are good. They really are.
And yeah. Hopefully Maurice will send us a check. Maurice is the guy at Fanatec. Shout out to Maurice if you're watching. Maurice, Seafreeze is still waiting on you to call him back.
Yeah, that's just about dinner. Secret and Talon almost getting close together. As they go towards turn 3, they're going to touch a little bit. At some point, me and Kitten ourselves were tipping Talon as the guy to win the TCR Grand Prix, but Secret decided to come in and shake that all up, and look at the pace difference with the DRS Open.
Well, we got about 10 miles an hour after right there.
So, I don't know, Talon at this point could probably start complaining that he's weaving.
Oh, Secret goes well wide. Well wide. Oh boy.
Crikey me.
And that's gonna allow Breezy. Breezy's gonna come in here. He's gonna take this DRS.
Oh,
thank you very much. Oh, Secret.
Was that rear locking on the Williams?
I'm not sure. Oh, looks like Secret, after drifting around the corner, is gonna try to get Breezy back.
He has, in fact.
He cuts the corner. That's going to be a warning from Secret. He cuts that curb.
It's not just a warning. He got a penalty for that one.
On the track. He did. He got a 3-second penalty right there. So,
Zandamar passing Jermaine. Sector 1's waving. Who's that? It's Xander. Is it? No, it's not Xander. Oh, look at him. Calm down.
I think Fatal might have spun. Looked like Fatal had a quick spin coming on turn 1.
The fly's back to annoy me.
Oh, something's wrong with Secret. Something's really wrong with his car right now.
His rear tires, are they overheating?
Yeah, they must. I'm not sure where that happened at, though.
The drift could have just tipped him straight overwards.
I think they were doing it well before that, because, I mean, he was, he had just gotten past Talon, and then all of a sudden, through that double left-hander, he just went wide. And, I'm not sure.
Well, the advantage is his DRS is not stuck open, and remember, that is a thing. So...
That is a thing. It helped me get P3 on the gridded Monza last year. The Lesmos were a little tough to navigate, but I got a pretty good slipstream down there.
How many corners did you nearly fly over?
It went out right after the second chicane.
Oh so, no! Oh, you had to do the Lesmos.
So yeah, the Lesmos and then Ascari were a little bit tough. Parabolica wasn't that bad
though. Psycho-san passing Secret. There's something wrong with Secret's Williams right now, isn't there?
Yeah, it's going from bad to worse.
Maybe Williams didn't use the TCR link to get the Fanatec steering wheels. Heyo!
That's true.
Done it
we
again.
Certainly have not.
I tell you what, that was actually one of the problems that plagued McLaren in IndyCar this year. Not the fact that it's Fanatec, but the fact that they ordered the car, but they didn't actually order a steering wheel with the car because it didn't come extra.
Yeah, you would think Bob Burnley would have been a little bit wiser, but some things get left behind apparently, and
well, it was the Talon goes to past Jermaine. Well, that's why. Oh, Joe Breezy doing what Joe Breezy does best and passing two cars in one corner, and that was a phenomenal move from the Season 7 champion.
Thank you for your service, Breezy.
Yeah, he always gives us a good show, doesn't he? So be good to Pitts and Dougie. The gap's coming down between Dougie and Seafreeze. Has TCR finally got someone to challenge the almighty Mr. Freeze?
we might is Be Good's going to throw on these softs. Trying to take him 14 laps, 15 laps. That is going to be touch and go there. It's going to be interesting to see how Go-To reacts, or if he does at all. I believe he might stay out for a couple more laps. He's still got about how many seconds? 5.5 seconds on Dougie. And while we've been talking about everything else,
Jones!
Freeze.
Jones back round again. Same place as last time. No damage on the McLaren, though. It's just, why do I always mention him? In the first stage of the race.
Him. Yeah, we jinxed him. He was running, I think, P7. Having a good race.
It's every race week. I always mention him in the first part of the race, and then it all goes downhill. I don't know why Mr. Producer hasn't made the connection yet. I'm the problem.
It's the curse of the commentator, you know? It's rough. It's rough. We just want Jones to do well.
Oh, we do. We want everyone to do well in TCR. Except for me, because...
Well, maybe not I roll.
Maybe not me. All I do is sit here and talk. And get paid. DRS open on Secret's car. I wonder why Secret hasn't been told to change his number back from 19 to 22 yet.
Because he's Antoine Hubert would have turned 23 this weekend, so just
oh god, he would have, wouldn't he?
Yeah, on Sunday, I believe.
Oh no!
Talk about bringing down a lot of happiness.
Yeah, well, it's all right. We'll be able to feel happy when Alexander Rossi wins the IndyCar Championship.
I'm not gonna hold my breath for that. But
No,
nice.
Nor am I. I'm sat there. I'm sort of just praying that he will, but he won't. Newgarden's
for Connor Daly victory.
We'll see a Connor Daly victory when Marcus Ericsson wins.
Get out of here.
I'm gonna get told off. C3 to the inside line though on Dougie. The British driver having to pull to the outside line. He's gonna get up and underneath C3's and go, thank you very much. I'm trying to have this back. Ooh, he cut across him.
Gonna have DRS once again. Good lord, that was close.
Oh
and
my
Dougie's
goodness
gonna push Freeze out a little bit, not gonna leave any room for Freeze. Freeze's car steps out on exit there, and gotta say Freeze is conserving his ERS much better than Dougie is. Not entirely sure how good Dougie is with the 50% overall race pace. Is it possible that Freeze is just a little more used to it and Dougie locks up? Oh boy, he almost lost it there going into Rent.
It's the fact that he planted the brake, locked the tyre, and then caught it, and he stood in the lead. Well, not anymore, but crikey, he did well, and he's not even going to have DRS. That's the worst bit.
If Freeze is going to have DRS,
they'll have it this time round. They're going to get close to the inside line. He looks at it. He decides that not to. Try and unsettle the Mr. Cool man. Mr. Cool, Mr. Freeze. I try to stay away from Mr. Freeze. That's just too on the nose of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Isn't Mr. Cool a cigarette manufacturer?
Oh, I don't know. Mr. Cool is just cool. Fine. Mr. Freeze, sorry, C Freeze is now just Kool-Aid. That's his name now.
The Kool-Aid man.
Well, I don't know, in Monaco he just sort of bashed through someone's house. He's gonna hate us if I keep mentioning that.
Oh yeah. Dougie Falcons. Not sure how he's gonna come back after that. Looks like Freeze. Yeah, Freeze still has well over half of his ERS. Maybe not well over half. Oh, and Freeze is gonna pull a Pagano on Main Street.
Yeah, that's very Pagano-esque, and everyone knows how happy I was when Pagano started doing that.
Yeah, we were all thrilled.
The Frenchman, yeah.
Yeah,
I like
the crowd
the French.
was going crazy.
My ex was French, actually. Just out of the blue, yeah.
Oui.
No, it wasn't
what's
weak. It was something else. Professional going down the inside of Zandermark. Gonna keep talking, try and cover that one over. They're still side by side. What a very good move though for Zandermark to defend. I tell you what, I've already got a pun lined up for if Dougie does, unfortunately, make his car make contact with the other car. Not on purpose, maybe on purpose, whichever one has deemed it. But I've already got a pun lined up if we see it, so you know.
I'm here for puns. I'm always here for puns.
Sorry, he might Falcon punch him.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna check. The old penalties here.
Yeah.
As we have a bit of a respite in action. Incidents.
Incidents with kitten.
Incidents. I've had plenty of incidents over the past. I probably shouldn't mention that.
Lions back in the pit lane for a new set of tyres. A 10-lap stint on the softs, though. Is that possible? Professionals the outside line, though, this time round on Xander. Xander not giving up. The Canadian showing that he is a better driver at this stage of the race on warm tyres. So, 72 yellow flags. It's Joe Breezy. He's round. McLaren.
Oh no. Oh no.
Don't know if you say it one more time. C3s will break through the commentary box.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I should do this with a stick more often. I just don't care.
Hot Bread has about 20 seconds worth of penalties, but aside from that,
Well,
everybody...
he's got that, and he almost hot-breaded his own teammate.
Just about. Wow. Well, hopefully Dougie has something in the reserves here.
He's not
back
happy.
on Freeze's tail. I mean,
He's not happy,
keeping,
is
he's staying within DRS, which is, the most important thing here. And it looks like he's going to close the gap even further coming into the second sector.
He closed it on the brakes of the hairpin. He was so late on it, but he didn't lock up or anything. He's got the traction. Something...
Yeah, he does. Ooh, wow.
Something
He
different.
gained about 5/10 in the second sector alone.
I
Now
think
they're coming nose to tail in a turn.
there's a gear difference. I wonder if C3's missed a gear shift or something. You saw how hesitant Dougie was on turning because he wasn't sure how much downforce he was going to have at all on that. And look at the straight line speed. Even with DRS, Dougie's really struggling to follow him. Oh! I wonder, Kitten, was C3's running a different ERS mode to Dougie coming into the final run?
Yes, I believe. Yeah,
Whoa,
I believe
he's
he
going on the
was.
outside!
Ooh.
He's unsettled C3's, but Mr. Cool is staying as cool as possible.
Yeah, Dougie's really burning the wick on his ERS right now. Trying to get by. Let's see. You can see Freeze is harvesting quite a bit right now. He's back up to a decent amount, still more than Dougie. Whew.
It's funny how C3's can charge so easily in P1. In Sector 3 we have a yellow. We're coming up to it now.
Jones again, I think.
Yeah.
Jones again.
Oh dear.
Oh, when he turned. Oh boy.
Has that unsettled C3's? Because you don't like to see that, do you?
You know.
They're coming up to lap cars as well.
Yeah, GT is gonna
Oh
be
no!
close. Jones is just gonna call it a day. Yeah, those hard tires were not working for Jones. Unfortunate. And
Next week,
here's go-to guy going around the outside on iRoll on those softs. As Jones slams his Fanatec down in frustration.
I should hope not, they're very expensive, but if he needs to buy a new one, he can use the link in the TCR stream. As they make contact.
No. iRoll blocks up.
Oh!
And he spins go-to guy. Ooh, that is some touchy stuff.
Is he lifted off? I think he's lifting off to try and let him through.
Yeah, he might be. Gotu just went way too. Iroh went way too deep into that corner, and Gotu just had nowhere to go. It was either Iroh side pod or the grass.
Yeah, and he just clipped the grass, and it sent the car almost round. Well done to Gotu guys who control that. Again, you sort of puff of white smoke as he hit the brakes and locked them all up. And Dougie with a time penalty now, and that might be race done.
Yeah, it might be.
He's going for an outbound move, trying to go around the outside.
Gotta do it. He's got to do it. That's his
He's
preferred
got the run
move right there.
Oh, he's not happy. He's not a happy Falcon.
He's got to go for it. Oh, you don't want to make a Falcon angry.
Xander's in trouble as well, so is Fable. Lots of... Oh, C3's making a mistake.
Dougie's just getting way better traction. He is forcing Freeze into braking a little later than he's comfortable with.
See, now, what Dougie's going to do is going to drive the widest Red Bull on planet Earth and make C3's get a time penalty by making C3's overdrive the Toro Rosso, hasn't he?
That's true, but Freeze probably knows by now that Dougie does, in fact, have 3 seconds. So Freeze might just back off, harvest some ERS, and not try to win it on track. Who is that up there? Is that Hot Bread? Hot Bread is about to get lapped.
Professional with a time penalty, and now on board with Gotu Guy as he tries once more to get past the Quebecian of Iroll.
Quebecian.
The Quebecian speed. And they do ghost a little bit as they touch, and it seems that this time on traction Iroll cannot get past Gotu Guy.
Iroll is going to have DRS in response, but it looks like Gotu just has way too much grip coming out of the third corner.
Lopez! Oh, that's a rare mistake! That's 2! That's a very rare mistake, isn't it? Can we get a shot? Where are they?
I'm not even sure where they are.
Are they crashed in pit lane?
I would have to assume so.
Oh. Where's my Dominican? I need to talk to him. There seemed to be a shudder car, so I don't know.
Yeah,
what happened there?
I'm not sure if that was connected or if that was...
Well, they both went out, and it was Lopez first, then Xander afterwards. Right? So, I don't know.
Huh.
That is almost stumped us as much as when Talon pulled off in qualifying last 2 weeks ago. And Hotbread's in AI mode in the race. Now, I don't know how everyone else feels about this, but that's a bit naughty.
Is he? Perhaps he was just trying to ghost to let the other drivers by, but I'm not sure if it worked the way he was.
No, it doesn't work because it just drives you on the racing line. We had people in another league I commentate on. He was AIing in qualifying and then AIing in the race when he didn't want to do a certain lap. So yes, we're almost to the final stages of this race. With 4 laps to go, Dougie Falcon is winning ahead of C3's, but on penalties, it's going to be Dougie becoming the second place man.
Yeah, looks like Dougie just cannot break free from Freeze on those lap fresher tires.
I think Freeze is just... Dougie's going to hope he can force Freeze into a mistake that'll give him penalties. I don't know how many warnings C3 has got. But C3 is sort of just sat there. I think Chris is going to try and go for the win on track.
I would tend to agree, but sometimes you don't necessarily have to risk it to get the biscuit.
I don't think he's far away because Dougie's driving on the ragged edge right now. He's absolutely fighting that car, and it's not paid off because look, he's actually made a mistake, which is costing in time, and C3 is through now. And he's going to have DRS again in the second part with DRS. Oh no, Dougie got it, sorry.
not great. And I did just double check. Freeze only has one warning, so it looks like he's going to be okay. Whoa! I was riding on board with Freeze. I didn't even see Dougie coming.
Well, luckily I was following Dougie, and Dougie does get through. Oh, look at the boost he got off that corner though. Dougie has got no ERS whatsoever. That car is eating ERS versus the other Honda power unit of Seafreeze is just driving nicely right now, isn't it?
Nothing drives like a Honda.
TCR is not sponsored by Honda. Go off and buy another car. I don't drive a Honda, I drive a Vauxhall. I'd love to drive a Honda. Favourite car maker right now. Vauxhall, it's an Opel. I don't know. Do you have Opels?
We do not.
Oh. No, Vauxhall is it's okay. It's a little British brand. Cars
yeah,
are right.
I mean, I've heard of it.
They race.
We don't have Renault. A Formula Vauxhall.
Yeah, they had a few of those. Yeah.
Freeze is gonna do the same move once again.
Whoa! Dougie's going back at him. He's not giving it up.
Oh.
He
Good
got
play by
singing.
Fair play by Jeremiah just getting out of the way of that.
Oh, he gave Seafreeze DRS, and Dougie will not be happy with him though. Oh goodness me, we're on the penultimate lap.
Time flies when you're having fun. What more can you say?
It truly has.
It's exciting.
It has been a brilliant race. But yeah, just to complete the thought I was saying earlier, I would drive a Honda if I could. If I could afford one, I would have a Honda. They're my favourite car make, actually.
I'd probably rather have like a Lamborghini. But...
Yeah, I just, for a more practical life, I'd love like a Ferrari or that, but for a practical life, I'd love a Honda, and the new Honda Civic. I love it. Really do. The Type R with like the 5 million wings at the back is my favourite car.
Alright, I just asked Lopez if there was something with him and Zandermar. Said that he never saw him, so I guess that wasn't an incident between those two. I guess they just both DNF'd at the same time. Not entirely sure where at on the track. Zandermar might have just pulled into the pits and DNF'd, because I think he was in his pit box.
I wonder if we saw Lopez go to pull into pit lane and Zandermar was there.
Okay.
That could
because I noticed whenever everybody was going past, it was not at the same point that they were passing Lopez. Lopez was more at the entry to pit lane, whereas Xander was, whenever they passed Xander, it was pretty far down it.
Seafreeze, we're gonna have to cut you off, mate, because Seafreeze has done it. He wins again in TCR in Austria. I'll tell you what, he's gonna be told he's not going to race next season at this race, isn't he?
Yeah. Yes.
Well done to Go-To Guy, look at that.
What did I say? Go-To Guy was the dark horse all day. Great drive from Go-To Guy. I'm sure he wishes could have gotten a little bit better, but I believe that's his first podium of the season. Season 6 champ, mediums to soft, reverse strategy. I'm all here for it.
Well done to Dougie as well, who got P2. Very well done to him on his first showing in the Platinum class. We're a good place to have fresh people come in, aren't we?
Yeah, we're just we're always improving. You gotta improve every day. Unless you're me and you only practice for 5 laps.
Well, unless you're me who doesn't practice at all. I just come in the commentary thinking, what track we at? Okay.
No. Yeah, I work on myself in front of the mirror pretty much 3 hours before we go live.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm putting gel in my beard, just doing different styles. So, Seafreeze accepting his trophy, and he wins in Austria ahead of Dougie Falcon, who takes second place for the first time. I see a British flag up there. Secretly going to be incredibly biased now. But then our usual suspect of Go-To Guy coming up to join us as well on the podium.
Here's a fun fact. Go-To Guy didn't have a better finish than 7th all season long.
Top man.
So nice boon for him. Yeah, big. He'll become the 9th podium winner of the season. 9 guys on the podium through the first. This round 7?
Yep.
There's 7 races?
Barring any serious investigations, though, these are the results. C3's wins against Doggy Falcon in P2 and Goatee Guy in P3. Heading the Canadian train of iRoll in P4 and Be Good in P5. Professional is in P6 and Talent is in P7. Joe Breezy in P8 and Psycho Sad having a quiet race in P9 and Fatal finishing out in top 10. Outside of the top 10 and with no points, Secret in P11, Jermaine in P12, Bad Fast in P13, Hotbread in P14, Lion is in P15. Drivers who didn't finish the race: Xander, Lopez, Jones, and I believe there was one more which I didn't get to.
Did GTR finish? I think GTR was the last one running.
Yes.
Yeah, tough race for some guys. Pretty good haul of points. One guy that stuck out for me, at least, was Professional. It seemed like he was really nowhere most of the race. And coming through with a nice P6, not too shabby for the old Professional.
Where are we off to next week? Do you know?
We are off to the beautiful Circuit Paul Ricard.
And we're going to France. We're going to France. That's funny because I've just been racing at France this week for me. So we're doing a straight swap. I'm heading off to Austria next week.
There you go. Straight swap, just like that. Trades. Yeah, not too shabby. I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy the circuit. I know a lot of guys don't. A lot of guys love it. Choose your own adventure around
yes, it is. And with the new pit lane as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Gotta remember that.
Gotta remember that. Gotta remember that.
I'm gonna pull into the pits, bang! just full Jermaine in qualifying there.
Oh.
All right.
Bring in the ether.
Yeah. Well, I'm sick, so if he wants to beat me up, he's beating up a sick man. Okay, so Kitten, how was that race for you? Out of a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's around a 9 for me.
I would give it a solid 8.5. I've seen better, but gotta say, all throughout, plenty of action, especially for the lead. Up until Dougie got that 3-second penalty with a few laps left, it was anyone's ball game right there.
Yeah, well,
so, can't complain.
Nonetheless, join us next week, though, for the French Grand Prix. Starting out on Tuesday night with the Silver Class, Wednesday night with the Golden Class, and then we'll be back on Thursday for the Platinum. Baby, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Kitten, as always, for dealing with my rubbish on stream.
No problem.
And we'll see you next week. I hope you enjoy the Formula 1 and the IndyCar this weekend. And yeah, have a good weekend, and we'll see you next time. Ta-ra, guys.
Go Connor Daly.